Comment 1814 talks about just how careful you have to be before you decide what question you're answering in a binomial situation, or indeed in any situation before you decide that it is in fact binomial. For something to be binomial, it needs to have a structure around it. It needs to have a structure of repetition with a fixed probability of something either occurring or not occurring. Now, this scenario here, for example, has lots of structure to it. It's got repetition of days, so 4 days in a row, and it's also got repetition within one day. So on a particular day, I toss the coin twice. That's the repetition. So obviously I toss the coin 8 times. Now you really have to be careful to distinguish between these two different types of question. If the question is simply what's the probability I get 4 heads, then it's nothing to do with it that I did it in 4 lots of 2. All that matters is that I did it 8 times. So the binomial distribution here is just 8 repetitions with a probability of a half. Now, this question here, however, is completely different. What I'm doing with this question is on a particular day, I'm working out the binomial with 2 repetitions of a half, and then I'm getting a certain answer. I think that 1 head would be a probability of a half if you tossed it twice. Yep, that's right. And I now do that 4 days in a row. So now it's binomial 4 days with a probability that's coincidentally the same. And now you use the formula or whatever. Now, so this is really, really important that you understand the difference between doing just one binomial calculation with 8 repetitions and doing two binomial calculations, first with 2 repetitions and then using this figure for your second binomial task, which is doing it with 4 repetitions. Now these will be genuinely different because of these two options, one is much more likely than the other. That is more likely because there are more ways to achieve 4 heads than there are to achieve 1 head on all 4 of the days. What's another way to get 4 heads on 4 heads over the 4 days? It's to get none on the first 2 days and then 2 on each of the last 2 days. And obviously if there's more ways to achieve something, then achieving that thing will be more likely. So anyway, comment 1814 says, please notice the difference between these two different wordings.